What is osteoporosis? We hear a lot about osteoporosis. We know we need to be worried about bone density. We know that for women, it's actually a very big issue. And we also know that when old people fall over, they break things. And that's because of osteoporosis. But actually, what is it? It's a condition that affects the bones, and the name for it comes from Latin, meaning osteoporosis means porous bones. My name is Geeta Sidhu-Robb, and I'm the CEO and founder of Nosh Detox, which is a health and wellness-based business. Our aim is to give you credible, experienced, intelligent advice and knowledge that you can then use to stay absolutely at your healthiest all the time. So osteoporosis weakens bones, makes them more fragile and more likely to break. And it happens because age increases the size of the spaces within the honeycomb. And so what it does is it causes the bones to become more fragile by that increase, and it causes the bones to lose strength and density. In addition, the outside of your bones actually grow weaker and they go thinner. Now, osteoporosis can occur in people of any age, but it is way, way more common as you get older, and particularly it's a problem for women. So osteoporosis has some very specific symptoms. Now, the really good news is you can reverse osteoporosis. You absolutely can, but you need to be aware of what to look for. Now, in the early stages of osteoporosis, there really aren't any symptoms or warning signs. And with most people, they don't actually even know they have it until they have an unexpected fracture. And then you suddenly are like, what happened? Why did this happen? And if symptoms do appear, here's what you should look for: receding gums, weakened grip strength, weakened brittle nails. And that is that should be a red flag for you that actually your bone density is decreasing. Now, without appropriate treatment, osteoporosis can really worsen, because as bones get thinner and weaker, the risk of fracture actually increases. And severe osteoporosis can cause fractures, as I said, even from a fall, or even, God forbid, a strong sneeze or cough. As your bones weaken, it ends up that some parts of you, and you get older, you can end up with compression fractures, which are breaks in some of the vertebrae in your neck or your back. And they're literally so weak that they break under the normal pressure of your spine. Now, after all of that, how do we prevent osteoporosis? Genetic factors play a really significant role in determining whether you or I is at a heightened risk of osteoporosis. Physical factors make a really big difference, and specifically things like diet and physical exercise. And from when you're very young, that kind of activity is going to affect how your bone density occurs much, much later in life. It's never too early to invest in bone health ultimately, and the prevention of osteoporosis will start with optimal bone growth and development from when you are really, really young. Now, here's what you do to keep your bones healthy. Firstly, get a really nutritious diet and a lot of calcium. Now, please don't think you can only get calcium from dairy. Leafy green vegetables have massive amounts of calcium for you to be able to take. Avoid undernutrition, particularly things like really severe weight loss diets, eating disorders, and fad diets, because what they do is leach nutrients out of your bones. You have to have and keep up and maintain an adequate supply of vitamin D all the time. If you have brown hair or darker, you need up to 4 times more vitamin D than anybody else. You need at least 20 minutes in the sun every day. Now, if you don't get that, what you need to be doing is supplementing with vitamin D. I take 3,000 IU of vitamin D every single day in the winter and 1,000 in the summer, because I don't get to go and hang out in the sun. You should definitely take part in weightlifting, some kind of weight-bearing activity, because weight-bearing rapidly increases bone density. It makes an enormous difference. I had my 85-year-old mother picking up heavy bottles of water because that makes a difference to her bone density. Don't smoke. Don't hang out with smokers. And the worst thing is actually heavy drinking. Heavy drinking really, really leaches nutrients from your system. Now, what have we learned from this process? Basically, what we're saying is anything that really makes your nutrient profile fragile will lead to osteoporosis ultimately. So in order to avoid it, stay really, really healthy, lift heavy weights, and be really clear about the fact that your body is somewhere to stay alkaline. That will help immensely with having your bone density improve. I hope this was helpful. Please like, please share, please subscribe.